Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be really weird and kind of scary. I promise you guys that everything I'm about to tell you is 100% the truth. Everything I'm going to say to you guys has been freaking me out since this happened. I was talking about it yesterday with my nan, and then I thought to myself, wait, I don't know why I haven't told this as a story time yet, because it's such like an interesting thing and it freaks me out. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, go subscribe now, go like this video, and we're just gonna get started. Also, ignore how I look. I've literally just come back from school, but I need to film this video now because I just need to film it now. So I look disgusting. Literally, I don't know what's happening, but we're just gonna live with it and tell the story. Since this happened, I've always believed that you have a life after this one. I believe in reincarnation now since this happened, because when I tell you guys this story, it's just too coincidental, that is a really big word, to not have any links to another life. This is just too, like, it's just too much, okay? I didn't die in a train crash in this life, but I definitely do believe that I might have died in another life in a train crash, in a specific train crash, which I'm going to talk to you guys about. So don't click off this video thinking it's clickbait, because I swear down to you guys, this will get you shook. Okay, this has me shook. Everyone I've told this to, they've been so shook. So I had a dream about 2 years ago, and I remember the exact date because it has such a big significance to the story. The day I had the dream was the 19th of December 2015, so it's like nearly 2 years ago. So I had a dream that night where I had gotten on a train with this little boy, and this little boy, I kind of visualised him to look like my little brother when my little brother was a lot younger. So I feel like this boy might have been like five or six. Like, I visualised my little brother as 5 or 6 in the dream. Big blue eyes, blonde hair, like that. And I didn't see myself, obviously, I don't know what I looked like. And we got on a train, and I remember giving him biscuits because he wouldn't sit down. And then I remember this specific station, which I'd never heard of prior to this dream. Like, I'd never heard of this station. And I thought it was called Erling. It isn't called Erling, by the way, I'll tell you guys in a minute. But I thought it was called Erling. Just this station name called Erling was just in my head. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, Erling. And when we got to Erling, the train kind of flipped over, and like, it was like a roller coaster. Like, that's how I described it. And it would just felt like a roller coaster. When the train flipped, everyone moved around, went everywhere. I don't know where the little boy went, and then everything went black. And I woke up. You might just think, wait, that's just a dream about you dying. Like, that always happens. I always dream about death and stuff. But this dream had made me so scared. When I woke up, I had a massive panic attack. I was so confused about the dream. It felt so real to me. So I told my mum, which I don't really tell my mum about my dreams because everyone dreams. Everyone dreams weird things, you know. It doesn't mean it's got a significance to it. But this dream just, I felt weird about it. So I told my mum about my dream, and I said to her, look, mum, this is what happened in my dream. I told her exactly what happened. And then she texted back a Wikipedia page, and it was called Ealing Train Crash. So it's not Erling, it's Ealing. I don't know why I thought it was Erling, but basically on the 19th of December 1973, there was a train crash at Ealing Station. Train which was going from London, Paddington, I think, to Oxford. 10 people died in this crash, 94 people was injured, and it was described as feeling like you was on a roller coaster. That's how people described it who survived the crash. And it wasn't some big crash. It was like, it was horrible, and it was caused by an unlocked battery box, and then it was horrible. But it wasn't like a famous thing, like, at least in my lifetime. It might have been because it was in 1973 when it happened. But since I've been born, never ever heard of that. Never heard of Ealing either. I didn't even know there was a station called Ealing. I've never heard of it in my life until I had this dream in this life. And to have that dream on the exact day that crash happened is not just a coincidence to me. I don't think that is in any way. There must have been some link to that. Like, I've never heard of it, so it's not like I've heard of it and I was thinking about it. None of that. Like, I literally never heard of this in my life, and I had a dream about it, and it was so real, and it had made me panic so much. Literally 2 years on, and I can't even forget that dream. Like, I don't think I'll forget it for years. It is really scary, but I think, definitely do believe that you have another life after this. That it's not just the end when you die, because that dream was just so weird to me, guys. And I told my nan about the dream. She thinks she can kind of visualize how I looked and how the little boy looked, and she thinks my name was like Marie or Maria because she can kind of visualize stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'll show you guys photos of what it actually looked like when it crashed. As you can see, some of the carriages were like actual like zigzags, and it was horrible. But yeah, the previous night to the crash, it spent this night getting his batteries recharged, and then when it went out that day, someone had accidentally left it unlocked, and it kind of messed up everything, and I think it went on fire as well. I didn't dream that part, but from my research, because it freaked me out so much, I did so much research. I tried to find out like the victim names, because I wanted to see if there's any names that really like made me like, oh my gosh, what the hell, like that made me really scared. But there's not that much online about the crash. Like, it's not even that much online. But I guess it's not online that much because it did happen like years and years and years before the internet was a big thing, and like because it wasn't some crazy crash that killed millions, that it wouldn't still be a massive thing now. But yeah, from what I found on the internet, everything freaked me out. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of you guys are going to think I'm going crazy. A lot of you guys are going to think I am crazy, which I kind of am. But this has made me actually so scared. Like, wow, guys, wow. I feel like that's so cool to have that dream though. Like, literally, if that was my past life, like, how cool is it that I could actually dream about my past life? I mean, it's a tragic event, but like, I dreamt about it, you know? So, thank you guys for watching. I love you all so, so much. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye-bye.